My name is James Williams Jr. and this is Kung Crab number 2. Alright, so let me set the record straight again. Yeah, I make these videos because I'm not cleared by doctors to do what I want to do. I haven't done Kung Fu in 3 years. So getting my leg up is a bit of a challenge. Right? I'm not allowed to go past the 90-degree angle. So this is it in a front kick. Requires a little bit more than that. A crescent kick requires a little bit more than that. Believe me when I tell you, I would love to be able to do the things that I used to be able to do. It kills me on a daily basis because martial arts is something that I eat, breathe, and sleep. Like water. If you weigh the pros and cons, and this is not for children, by the way, if you weigh the pros and cons between being able to do martial arts and having sex, it's kind of a tie. But since I'm doing neither right now, it doesn't really matter. But the whole point is, if I can get cleared, this will be back to what it was supposed to be. Now, I'm still trying to work the negotiations out on that because I don't know what my body can actually do. And in this little bit of a space, there's not a whole lot of movement that's going to be allowed to do. So I put up 2 videos last night. One about nunchucks, one about size and nunchucks, and I want to give you guys a martial art moral lesson. A lot of people don't understand the concept of weaponry, alright? So what you need to understand, I'm going to break it down for you right now. Weaponry. Simple question. Is this a weapon? To the average Joe, the answer is no. Someone like me, the answer is yes. Thrust. Slap. Go across the face, throat, eyes. If you are a true martial artist, which I am, anything that befalls your hand is your weapon. A weapon that you can't use is not a weapon at all. A weapon that you can't get to but someone else can get to is a weapon. But most importantly, I have said this since high school. Ooh, dropped my weapon. Which is why you don't take a weapon to a fight. A weapon is an advantage that can be taken from you at any time. So you need to be the weapon. The one weapon that no one can take from you. No matter how good you are or how bad you are at a martial art or at any skill. It's this thing in here called your brain. It is the ultimate weapon. It will be the ultimate weapon until the end of time. If you read The Art of War, Sun Tzu talks about a lot of battle strategies. And how do you come up with battle strategies? You use your damn brain. So let me put it to you politely. You want to be a martial artist? You want to be a warrior? You want to be a great martial artist? The best thing I can do you is to find a very good school with a very good teacher who's not going to sugarcoat shit and teach you more than just the basics plus philosophy. There's more to martial arts than kicking and punching. However, there's less to martial arts than kicking and punching. I know what you're thinking. You just said, let me explain. Martial arts, a majority of it is kicking and punching. Alright? But what a lot of people aren't teaching you is where you kick and where you punch. Because a true martial artist can teach you how to survive with the basics. Where a guy who's just in it for the money, you're going to be paying out the yin-yang for years and years and years. And even if you achieve a black belt, but you've never been in a real fight, it does not mean that that black belt makes you a great martial artist. It just means for dojos and tournaments, you have some skill sets. But I'm here to tell you the truth. How you fight in the dojo does not compare to how you fight in the street. In the streets, and I will say this because it's the truth, in the streets, anything goes. When you're fighting in the streets, no one's going to follow rules. No one's going to let you take off your shoes to fight them. Which I don't recommend anyway because streets are pretty fucking dirty. And if you're a germaphobe like me, I'm pretty sure you're not going to carry a bunch of hand sanitizer to put on your feet. So if you just leave your shoes on, you have a better chance of fighting. Now, dojos, they have their standards. I don't remember the exact dichotomy of why you take your shoes off. I know it has something to do with Chinese and Japanese tradition, but they do that in their homes, not just in the dojos. So that's why they do that. But at that same breath, I don't want to sit here and tell you a bald-faced lie and tell you, oh, I know why they do that. No, I don't. I've never understood why you take your feet and step in the dojo without your shoes on. Alright? If I had a dojo, that shit is optional. But if I had to have a choice and I had to have a dojo, then I would get the white sole Bruce Lee shoes and tell them that's your requirement. And be like, you have the brown soles and you have the white soles. For your inside the dojo, you use the white soles. When you're outside the dojo, you use the brown soles. And that will solve a lot of problems because some people just don't like looking at their feet. Me being one of those people, I can't stand looking at my feet. Because looking at my feet distracts me greatly when I'm fighting. Because when you look at your foot, you have to be the perfectionist, where you have to make sure that your foot, like your toes are bent, so that when you're kicking someone, you kick them with the ball of your foot. Because in most schools, they teach you that. And they make you, from the side, if I can hold myself up, you tip your foot. Ah, yeah, that's not working. Ah, damn, I think I hurt both hips with that one. But, you know, they teach you to angle your foot, you know. And now, a lot of schools, they don't, because in the heat of battle, let's be honest, who's going to sit here and look at their foot to make sure that the form is right when you're kicking someone in the fucking face? In the heat of battle, you don't have time for that shit. No, the way I see it, if you can kick someone in the face, you're halfway there. But a lot of people don't see it that way, and they want you to be perfection with this kick. Well, here's the thing. In life, there's two types of perfection. Two types. Two types. There's professional perfection, and then there's perfection. Alright, now I know you guys are thinking professional perfection and perfection. Alright, so when we make movies, we want it to be professionally perfection. So that's really more about camera angles and camera tricks than in actual combat. You're happy with perfect. And in combat, there's no such thing as actual perfect. Alright? Let me explain, because I know everything I said just sounds like in complete hypocrisization or hypocritical to what I'm saying. Alright? When you're in combat, and the next time any of you who are watching this actually get into a fight, and you are a martial artist, then notice that when you fight, you don't jerry-rig your foot to make it look like they do on TV. You just throw a fucking kick or a fucking punch. Because in the heat of battle, this guy on the other side of the battlefield does not give a damn about what your foot looks like when you're throwing that kick or that punch. They give a damn about how much pain they can take because they don't want to have their ass kicked. And on the other hand, they don't give a damn how much pain you can take because it's their job to make sure you don't beat their ass, where it's your job to make sure that they don't beat yours. See, no one's this blind. Alright? So I'm going to be this blind because none of my teachers that I've learned martial arts from would not sugarcoat shit. No. And the thing about sugarcoating things, when you sugarcoat shit, you deny people the actualization of what is needed in combat. Alright? When you do sparring matches in the dojo, most of the times you have padding on. And I insist on having padding on the person that I'm sparring against. I don't give a damn about my body, but the person I'm sparring against, because a lack of control could wind up hurting someone. I don't say I have a lack of control. I have a lack of controlling the power within the control. Does that make sense? Probably not. Ask a martial artist. You can have control, but you can't always know the exact amount of strength that you have in the heat of battle. Because in the heat of battle, you're not trying to soften the blow. You're trying to hit them in a place that will immobilize them without killing them. If you're not being taught that, your martial arts teacher is letting you down. Now, on the other hand, if you have a martial arts teacher like in the Karate Kid, the Cobra Kai guy, motherfucker, you know, where he's making sure that you're the most brutalist thing on earth, you probably don't want to go with this guy, because it's probably going to wind up leading you down a dark path. And the thing about going down a dark path, the better you are a martial artist, the one time did you lose would probably be the last time did you lose. You know, just saying. So I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. Be seeing you.